Hi, Damon Phil here. This is gonna be an odd video, but I really needed to talk about the new gems that they just came out. So yeah, and one of my favorite gem is in there, so I need to check it out. So Path of Exile, Circuit of the Atlas introduced several new Trarthan Gems, available as reward for victorious duels with mercenaries. That's what they talked in the long ass video that they made. In this expansion, we've also made some changes to existing skills and support gems. Today, we've prepared the gems and data with level 20 with 20% quality for all new and changed gem to help theory craft your build in the upcoming launch. Can't wait to see what you come up with. Perfect. Hook Chain Hook of Tarthus. Already chain is usually a thing with rage. Yeah, that's what it. Okay. Throw chains ahead of you. It doesn't say in the cone like or anything. Okay. Attaching them to target hit. Okay. Enemy chained to you will grant rage on hit. Okay. When the chains are broken, they snap and they deal damage in an area around the target that were attached. Okay. Require one-handed mace. Okay, mace, scepter, sword, or axe. Okay. But one-handed. Throws chains up to 9 target in range. What's the range? Chain target grant 1 rage on it. So you can have up to 9 rage on it. Okay. Maximum 6 meter? 6 meter? Okay. Okay. Quite far, I think. Maximum 12 chain. Plus 0.1 meter to radius per 1 rate. Oh, so this is really a rage build. This is really rage. Because in Path of Building, you can actually go and put a lot more range. Yeah, let's go here. Let's go Path of Building. Yeah, just a new one. Because if you know maximum rage, there is a maximum rage. Grave the Slaughter. Rite of Ruin. 50% increased rage effect. Okay. Okay, so there's a lot of things we can actually do with Chain Hooks of Tartus. Okay, so it's really rage oriented. A lot more, but yeah, okay, I see the theory craft. Heavy Strike of Tartus. Now this is going to be a funny one. Attack with a forceful blow requires a staff? But a staff? Okay, but at that point, why not just two-handed melee? Or two-handed weapons? But specifically for staffs? Oh man, okay. Because, oh wow, okay. Increases in reduction to spell damage also apply to attack damage from this skill at 170% of their value? Wow. Okay, okay. And it has a 552 base percent damage of attack damage. So this is pretty strong, and a chance to deal double damage per 10 intel. Wow. Wow, that's strong. That is very strong. Oh my god. And it still is required on 155 strength at level 70. So it's a strength intel, but damn. That can be very good. Not gonna lie. Like, there's a whole sorts of thing going through my head right now with this skill. This might... This is gonna change stuff. This melee stuff is gonna change with this. Okay, there's gonna be intricate stuff. Because if you have that much intel, you can have that much energy shield. And if you have that much energy shield, you can go low life melee. Wait, wait. This is gonna be something else. Wait, what? Okay, this is gonna be so much interesting. This is wild. Okay. Wow, I didn't think I was gonna, like, geek out just for that one, but damn, this is wild. Okay. Sunder. Nah, haha, I'm Sunder boy. Sunder of Tartus. So, attack speed, attack damage feels a bit lower than usual. Slam the crown to create a slow waving of triggering terrain that damages enemy in a sequence of areas in front of you. Yes. A number of enemy hits by the wave will release a shockwave, damaging to the enemy around. Using the skill again will stop previous waves. When reach target over the terrain, it can... Wait, when the wave reaches the target terrain, it can restart aiming toward an enemy if one is in range. Attends, là. Wait, what? Using this skill again will stop the previous wave. When the wave reaches the target or terrain, it can restart aiming toward an enemy. Is this like a Sunder of snaking somehow? This feels a bit weird, but in the... What? Let me... What? Wait. Okay. Okay. Stop previous. When the wave reaches a target or terrain. Terrain meaning a wall, meaning like a little bump in the terrain. Okay, it can restart aiming toward an enemy. This is wild. This is wild. So I'm gonna hit something. At the end, it's gonna repop and start over the other way. Okay. A more review effect. Shockwave deal less percent. That's usual. Shockwave. Reach an area. Wave causes shockwaves up to 5 enemy. Yes, perfect. Waves have 35% reduced delay between areas. Perfect. We cannot stop before damage 2 areas. Yes. Wave can restart up to 2 times. And it doesn't say if. Okay, the thing in the wording in Path of Exile is very important, and it says when the wave reaches a target or terrain, it can restart aiming But what percentage of it can restart? What's the value right there? That's what I want to know. It can restart. Oh, it can, meaning if one is in range. So it can restart aiming toward an if one is in range. So it's an absolute. So it always aim to what? So it always restart aiming toward an enemy. This is crazy. This is what? Yo, I'm definitely trying that. Yo, this is a chase for me. That is 100% a chase for Sunderbleed. What the actual hell? What? Damn. Okay. Okay, okay. Mm-hmm. Let me get that water. Let me get that water. Okay. Wow. Okay. Bladefall of Tartus. Oh, Tartus. So critical extraction, that's okay. Effectiveness of added damage 120%. Okay, that's okay. Once activated, it continuously spend mana. Wait, what? To cause volley of ethereal weapon rain from the sky around you? Okay, dealing damage to enemy the impact. Each blade will target a separate enemy in the volley area if possible. Each enemy can only be hit once by each volley, even if multiple blade lands near them. This skill cannot be... Okay, that's okay. Damn, that's a lot of fizz. Okay. Volley blade fall every 0.7 seconds. Okay, okay. Increase frequency per 100 mana. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. Dude, what? Increase volley frequency per 100 mana. 5 blade falls per volley, okay. Which linger on the ground, maximum lingering blade, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So this is like an automatic blade fall, blade blast type of thing. So blade fall is just continuously gonna spend mana, and you can just blade blast all over people. This seems strong yet again. Blast the rain of Tartus. Fire a single arrow up in the air, a wing, to rain down a targeted location. The arrow deals damage around where it lands, of course, as well as releasing a wave of fire, which will apply a burning debuff to the enemy. Oh, applying a burning debuff. So it is not an ignite, it is a burning debuff. Aha. The impact of the arrow will also inflict this debuff. Damn, that's a lot of fire damage. Oof. Okay. Damn. Okay, that's a lot of base fire damage per second. Base duration is 4 seconds. Well, when I read a burning debuff to the enemy, I automatically think of Scorching Ray. Like, that's my go-to. I played Scorching Ray for years. So when I see applying a debuff for 4 seconds, I feel that's Scorching Ray type of area. Modifying the number, okay. 100% fizz converted to fire. Modify skill damage over time effect, perfect. Base radius of 1 meter. Base secondary damage, okay. Wow, 20% to fire damage over time multiplier. That's probably the quality right there. Damn. A single arrow up in the air and releasing The wave of debuff. Damn. But can you stack those debuffs? Because if you can, like, shoot very, very fast, can you stack, like, 4 or 5 of them? With that debuff, it doesn't say. But that base fire damage is... Ugh. Damn, that's a lot of damage, not gonna lie. Siege Ballista. Oh, I like Siege Ballista. Storm a Ring of Ballista. Oh, that's this one. Summon a Ring of Ballista totem around a target location. These ones fire once at the target location and then expires. Requires a bow. That is exactly this one, if I recall. So 1, 2, 3. Like I can't count it. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so 9 would make a sense. Placement range, okay. 300% placement range. Nice, because ballistas don't have a lot of placement range. They're usually very close to you. Summon 8, totem and ring. Yeah, okay. 20% more projectile damage on the quality after expiring once. After expiring, well, but you have a lot of hits right there, you know? That's the thing. +7 to maximum number of summon. Yeah, okay, that's why you can actually pop them up. This is gonna be an interesting one to see. Yeah. I don't know what to say with this one. Spectral Helix of Tar. I like Spectral Helix. Not gonna lie. Played traps also for a couple of years. So throw a trap which once triggered fires a spectral copy of your melee weapon. It spins around while flying in a large spiral, damaging enemy in its path and bouncing if it collides with wall. That's amazing. If dual wielding, each trap thrown will randomly use either the main weapon or off-hand weapon. Perfect. What's the catch here? What's the catch? Is it the if dual welding? Each trap thrown will randomly use either the main... I think, yeah, that's the catch right there. It's a if dual welding. I don't remember the if dual welding with this one, so I'm not so sure. Yeah, I'm not so sure about this one. I would have to verify it longer, but yeah, no one. Spectral Shield Throat. Again, let me get the water. Throws a spectral copy of your shield as a piercing projectile, which deal offhand damage augmented by the defenses of the shield. When it reaches the target location, it will hover in place, repeatedly firing a number of projectile shards as in all directions. The rate at which it releases the shard will be increased until the rate at which it releases shards will increase until all shards have been fired. Okay. Modifier that cause additional projectile to be fired will add more shards, not more copies of the shield. Damn. I saw a lot of bleed build with this. I don't know if it's still good. It's 100% of attack base damage. For 23 additional projectiles? Damn, okay. For 6 shard at a time until all fired. Interesting one. Very interesting one. More projectile sphere, that's the quality, okay. Spectral Throw. Throw a trap? Wait, what? These are trap skills? Spectral troll. Throw a trap which once triggered fires many spectral copy of your melee weapon. They fly out in all direction and then return to where the trap triggered. In a spinning attack that damage an enemy in their path. If dual wielding, each trap throne will randomly use one or the other. Again, one or the other. Have a chance. What? Projectile that have pierced deal 10% more damage. Aha! That's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's actually pretty dope. Yeah, okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yet again, very interesting. Those ones are very interesting. Now, the ones I'm not so sure about. Dark Pact of Tartus. Now, Dark Pact has been quite a weird spell for a long time. Because it's like a minion spell, chaos, very weird to play, but very good, very strong because it's chaos, so yeah. Very intricate mechanics down there. This spell deals chaos damage in an area around you, of course. Casting this spell will cause you to gain ruin. Okay. If the spells inflict your 7th ruin, you will sacrifice a large portion of your life to deal extra chaos damage based on the amount sacrificed. And remove all ruin from you. Okay, so it's a... Okay, I see what you did there. It's a stack and die type of thing, okay. The damage is not that high. 50% less damage with ailment. Okay, that's okay. Because it's chaos, it's more like poison oriented usually. 20% chance to gain an additional ruin on use. Okay. An additional. Interesting. Gain 1 ruin. Reaching 7 ruin will sacrifice 50% of your total life to deal 400% of sacrificed life as chaos. Yo, dude. It says sacrifice life. Specifically life. So no energy shield involved here. So energy shield is very good. Yet again. And wow, okay. I see scale. I see this can be scaling very high. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. I see what you did there. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I don't think that 7 ruin will be very the thing, but 50%. Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot. It's a weird one. Storm Call of Tartus. There's a lot of effectiveness on this one. Set a marker location. After a short duration, the bolts strike the marker, dealing physical damage. Physical damage? Interesting. Physical damage around it and causing bolts to strike at any other marker you've cast. Bolt impact will leave behind a pool of boiling blood. Wow. 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 Yo. Okay, this one is very strong. Very strong. Wow, I want to try that this league, that's for sure. Wave of Conviction. Penalty 50% of enemy elemental resistances. Oh, so it doesn't apply the thing anymore. Ah. It's just a damage skill now. Nice. Focused channeling support? Support channeling spells. Specifically spells. You cast yourself, significantly empowering their damage the longer they are channeled for, while also raising their cost. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Showed all the differences. Yeah, Val Reap, Val Cyclone. I'll go quick through them. Is there any Sunder? Yes. So Sunder was not touched, basically. They removed the radius with each are in the sequence. Now the waves gain for each previous area in the wave. In waves. Well, okay. Whatever, bro. I don't think it's gonna change that much anything for my build, basically. So that was it, guys. Just wanted to show this and my thoughts, just to show you guys. Peace out.